Join me. I want to tell you a story. Actually, it's not a story, it's a reality. I was speaking with a dean this morning, and I was very interested in a particular student. She's extremely talented, and could only imagine that she was going to get a full ride almost anywhere that she was considering going. What an awesome player she is, and incredible musicianship. And so I said, uh, your school, and I named her. He said, yeah, we didn't accept her. I, I was shocked. You didn't accept her? No, he said, um, we didn't know that she would be a good representation for our school. And I thought, bright, incredible musician. And I said, you got to tell me more. This makes no sense. He said, well, it was her writing, or W-R-I-T, writing, I-N-G, her writing. He said, yeah, that was the deciding factor. He said, when we reviewed her essay several months ago, it fell really short of what is really acceptable to our university. And he said, there's an essay for the music department as a part of our application process. And then there's an essay for general admission. And he said, so I walked over to the general admissions office and said, let me read her essay. He said, it wasn't great there. And he said, and on the music application, it was less than. He said, we live in a new world where people are writing text every day, where people are writing on their Facebook, where people are writing on LinkedIn, and what people write is a representation of who they are. And unfortunately, what she was writing was a poor representation of who she is. And he said, so we questioned whether she could make it all 4 years through our university. But what we really questioned was, she's such a great player, is if we want her to blog about us, do we want our name associated with her because of her writing skills? Now, I'm fully aware that the college essay is essential to being accepted into that university. I'm pretty aware that those recruiters in the music department, they're reading the essay that's being asked of potential students. It's not something to gloss over or to take lightly. Here, an award-winning, all-state performer is being rejected because of her writing abilities. So, some general thoughts I want to share with you. The application essay for admissions and the application essay that a music department might require of you, those are two separate things. They should never be the same essay. They are for two total different purposes. Yes, the collegiate process is very competitive. So you have to have a competitive edge in both areas. So as much time as you're spending practicing scales, as much time as you're spending working on that solo and your musical terms and your theory questions, work on your writing skills. Because there are two separate questions that are being asked. And what a music department is really wanting to know is about you. How are you going to be a great ensemble performer? How are you going to represent their school post-graduation? They're looking at those things even before you enter their doors. Second, do not plagiarize your essay. Now, I Google all kinds of things. I write every day. So I'm looking at other people's writings, especially when it comes to form business letters. I go, who's already done this and has done a great job at this? I don't plagiarize it, I get an idea. Make sure that you don't plagiarize. Because I can promise you, if they've seen enough plagiarized articles and essays, you don't be that person. When you're writing for a music department, it's usually 250 to 350 words. Make it short, sweet, get to the point, so that they know who you are. Don't write 700 words. They ask for 250 or 300. Very important, stay in the word count. Now, do not make the essay the very last thing that you're going to do. Do not start 2 nights before. Your writing is as important as your solo. I found that out today. Your writing is as important as your solo. Give yourself 2 months. Write, rewrite, edit. Have your parents edit for you. Your English teacher edit. Your school counselor edit. Keep working that essay until those 250 to 350 words perfectly describe who you are. And he brought this out to me. He said, in her essay to us, there were 11 misspelled words. We have technology. Word perfect, whatever. Check your spelling. Don't let it just go. Unfortunately, as she just let it go, she let her opportunity to go to that particular university, which I'm sure was her first choice. It walked out the door, not because of her musical abilities, but because of her writing abilities, her English abilities. So don't neglect that. Give that time. I say give it 2 months. Write, rewrite, keep rewriting. Practice writing. Make that a part of the things that you do every day. Write something. And here's a thought. It's a little slice of wisdom. The essay is the window. The application is the house. Windows come in different sizes and shapes, and they're decorated in many different styles. The foundation of a house must be strong. Your musical ability, all of that must be strong. But your window, it must be inviting for them to want to come in. So, spend the time that is required. Do not think that this is a frivolous activity. It is not. Work on your writing, because you know what? It is the right thing to do.